Unemployment is one of the social-economic problems that faces most graduates. Even with quality education in place, most graduates end up unemployed due to the scramble of limited opportunities in the job market.
Graduating with a journalism degree is an achievement, but the real test begins in the competitive job market. With the rise in digital media, most journalists have faced organizational layoffs and downsizing that have rendered them jobless.
This documentary provides possible solution of unemployment for graduates by providing various avenues that can be used by journalists in monetizing content as of income and creation of job opportunities.
The industry is quite challenging. We are a lot of us, and it's not anybody's home.
Ukiangalia kwa sasa, hii space ina shift kuelekea sehemu ya digital. Kwa hiyo unaambiwa kwamba afadhali kujipeleka pale wakati ambapo mapinduzi yatakuwa yamefanyika kabisa, unajikuta upo kwenye sehemu sahihi kabisa.
So in this case, you must be prepared to adapt to the new changes, and you must be prepared always wherever you are, and news are all over the place.
Like any other big profession, media industry with its vastness contribute to the greater percentage of employment in Kenya. From radio presenters, reporters, producers, camera people, among many more professionals, media industry play an important role in job creation and revenue generation in Kenya.
Some journalists find the profession a calling at their early stages of life before proceeding to further their studies to become media professionals, while others realize their talents at their mid-stages. And with professionalism, one does not wake up one day and claim to be one. It is a journey with thorough training. For more than a decade ago, Kenyan media industry has experienced sudden change and adapted to the new technological and media trends. This compelled media personalities to acquire new skills to conform to the trendy world and maintain relevance in the industry. With this rose fresh professions such as digital journalism, multimedia journalism, digital content production, and even digital photography. The increased citizen journalism, use of smartphone and social media platforms in sourcing and sharing information has created competition with the old media like television and radio. This is because of easy access to internet connection and freedom of expression in Kenya. How is this therefore connected to unemployment in journalism? Or is it really true that a section of journalism graduates and professionals are in the cold without jobs?
If you have the skills, you don't necessarily need to be employed. We have a lot of freelancers. Why do you think that is? Because there is a lot of story that cannot cease to be told. NTV, KTN, Citizen may tell a story, but is that everything that they have to offer? You will get something, go dig the cornerstones, you'll find something unique to tell. Go tell the world your story.
Colin Sowino, a journalism graduate whose inspiration for journalism started at his childhood, states that within journalism, he secured a niche and with it he feels satisfied.
Despite being a journalist, I have developed a unique in the production industry. I have focused solely on the production because that is where I find my passion, that is where I find my creativity is being broadcasted well.
Owino has confidence that with skills, a journalist doesn't need to chase for employment in order to achieve his or her dream. And with network, Owino says a journalist will thrive well in the industry.
Go network, talk to people. They will tell you how the industry is. Talk to people who are in the industry. Talking to someone in your class, comparing not to someone in your class, yes, may be beneficial, but someone in the industry will be more beneficial because they'll be telling you what is going on in the industry, what to focus on, what not to focus on.
Jack Okwiri, a seasoned freelancer, explains how he built and developed his passion, something which 12 years later became his business career.
I remember over 12 years ago, a friend was wedding. It was a posh wedding. And because I was scared to mess his work, I volunteered to cover the event. Beside a person who was being paid beside a professional. So I told them, I'll deliver my work, but if they really loved my work, then they will pay me. Fortunately or unfortunately, the professional did not deliver, so they ended up having my work.
The alumnus of Moi University School of Information Sciences sheds light on the need for a journalist to discover his or her passion and cling to it.
Don't just be a general journalist. You don't sell. You could pick on, say, cancer and how it's impacting on families, the government, what facilities are there. If you can just pick on that and pick a story and flow with it, you become a master in that field. Sooner or later, there'll be people knocking on your door saying, hey, you seem to have captured this. Can you educate us? Okay? Can we call you for this conference?
Content production in the social media space has also become ideal for media personalities. With just a camera, microphone, and a smartphone, a journalist can professionally produce content online and reach out to larger audience around the globe. Peter Mokaya, a media personality, narrates how he monetizes his content online.
Kuna zile platforms ambazo zitakuwa zinakupa nafasi ya kuweza kupata hela moja kwa moja kutokana na mitandao hiyo. Kwa mfano kama vile mtandao wa YouTube ni kwamba una policy yake na system yake ambayo inakupa wewe kama content creator nafasi ya kuweza kupata hela kutokana na zile kazi ambazo unazi-upload kwenye ule mtandao, kwamba baada ya kila mwezi, baada ya kufikisha vile vigezo ambavyo wameweka, kwamba watakuwa nafikisha 1000 subscribers na pia 4000 watch hours, inakupa nafasi basi ya kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba unapata mpunga baada ya kila mwezi.
With the same tone, Wanjala Godfrey, a content creator who is popularly known in Kenya by his stage name Boise, gives a clue of what he pockets in from the content he produces online.
I have to create content that will ensure that at the end of the day, I have attained the 4,000 watching hours. So one of the strategy I use maybe on YouTube, I create long videos that will enable me to achieve the target, which is 4,000 watching hours. So that is one of the strategy I use mainly on YouTube, creating longer videos. Depending on my level right now, if everything goes well, at least 500k if everything is well.
And how can someone brand himself or herself online? And why?
Personal brand binafsi, jinsi ambavyo naweza kuieleza ni kwamba ni jinsi ambavyo wewe kama digital content creator unajipresent kwenye fanbase yako, kwamba watu wanakujua wewe kama Mokaya unafanya kitu gani. Je, Mokaya anafanya habari? Je, Mokaya anafanya interviews? Je, Mokaya anafanya documentaries? Je, Mokaya anafanya human stories na human interest stories na mambo kama hayo. Kwa hiyo ile personal brand inakusaidia wewe kuweza kujifahamisha kwa watu, ili watu wanapokutazama wanajua kwamba wanakufuatilia kwa kazi gani na mambo kama hayo. Sasa usije tu kaanza unafanya tu vitu bila kuwa na ile mind kwamba watu watanichukulia vipi. Yule client ambaye anataka kufanya na mimi kazi atakuwa ananichukulia kama mtu serious, atakuwa anani trust na product yangu, kwa sababu hii ni biashara. Mtu anapokuwa anawekeza pesa kwenye content yako ni kwamba anaamini kwamba unaweza kusukuma product yake vizuri na kuweza at the end of the day kuweza kumingizia hela kwenye kampuni yake na mambo kama hayo.
In the Kenyan media today, differentiating between amateur journalism, citizen journalism and professional journalism might be difficult. But with professionalism, there is a big difference.
The cameras were buying for, say, 400,000. There's a version that is 50,000. So there's so many people doing this work. So a client walks to you and say, why are you charging me 100,000 and I can get the same thing for 20 or 15? It's a challenge, but with professionalism, you realize that those who will still pay.
Many technical colleges and universities in Kenya today produce journalists, where a higher percentage of them dream for a better future full of opportunities and chances. The question is that, can all of them get in, and where are the keys to the doors?
You will hear people tell you that if you don't have connections, you can't get a job. But honestly, that we can just say can be like 10%. We can say that is luck, because luck plays a big role. If you're lucky enough, you can be employed when you're in school, or if you're skillful enough. Let's just not depend on luck. Let's not say it's just purely luck or connections. If you're skilled enough, someone will spot you. Someone will say, this person has the talent, has the skills that I'm looking for.
Binafsi, nimekwenda shule nikasomea utangazaji. Kwa hiyo watu wengi wanaweza kuwa na ile mawazo kwamba huyu mtu angekuwa anatakikana kuwa kwenye media house fulani anatangaza na mambo kama haya. Hilo lipo, lakini ukiangalia kwa sasa hii space ina shift kuelekea sehemu ya digital. Kwa hiyo unaambiwa kwamba afadhali kujipeleka pale wakati ambapo mapinduzi yatakuwa yamefanyika kabisa, unajikuta upo kwenye sehemu sahihi kabisa ya kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba unasukuma ajenda yako kama mtangazaji na mambo kama hayo.
According to Harrison Wafula, the CEO Stewards Media, liberalization of waves has created more opportunities for journalism graduates and professionals, and it is just a matter of skills that you present on the desk.
The industry has realized tremendous growth in terms of sprouting of the TV stations, the radio stations, and the need to have personalities or experts or people who work in these media stations. So currently the market is there. The employment opportunities are there because we have so many TV stations and radio stations that are coming up with the liberalization of waves.
With emphasis on specialization, journalism lecturers, students, graduates, and professionals are advised to pick on a specific area within journalism that will drive their passion home and offer them job at the same time.
You will get some people saying that I can do anything in media. You can't do anything in media. You do something. That something must be specific thing. You need to be competent and very good at a specific. If you are good in news writing, if you are good in news anchoring, if you are good in video production, if you are good in script writing, concentrate on that. Don't say, I'm good at news writing, I'm good at video, I'm good at hair. You'll get yourself, you are half-baked in those areas that you are assuming that you know.
We cannot all be in one radio station and doing news. News just 15 minutes. How many people do they need there? Very few. So that is the whole concept. Pick on a niche, flow with it. If it's universities and how they are going, you know, the challenges and the universities, you could expand. Who knows? The next thing, it will be the government looking for you.
And what role do the Kenyan institutions play in manufacturing journalism students to be effective in this digital industry?
Nowadays, we don't prepare you to go for employment. We prepare you to create employment, to be your employer. And if you, from what we normally tell students, that as you are here, you can prepare your blogs, you can prepare your virtual or your digital CV. And in that case, you are not looking for being employed as by an institution, but you are actually going there, preparing yourself to for those employers to seek your services.
Lecturers and instructors have incorporated courses that address the digital nature of this dynamic industry, and with this, they can face the world anytime, any day.
Courses that we teach our students and curriculum that we offer that nowadays is that it's all inclusive and it's more of forward futuristic in terms of the courses that we teach, the courses that we have introduced, and we make sure that these courses not only have the traditional but also the digital and also the new technologies that are used in currently.
The world is and will continue evolving, and the media industry will never be left behind. What matters is how the media professionals adapt to the changing time. The jobs are available, and it is upon the journalist to decide on what path to follow and with what skills to add.